How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Ruffled and welcome back to another top 5 video. And today, guys, we're doing another video of the top 5 best ROM hacks to play of the week. Now, we are going to be doing episode number 3, and before we get started with this episode, I want to explain something really briefly. For those who do not know, in this series, in these top 5s, we count down games that aren't played by as many people as other ones. So we don't usually include stuff like Uranium and Prism and those sort of games because they tend to be pretty popular. Sometimes I will include one of them. It's in case, I just want to feature one because I really feel like it deserves it. I will feature a game that is a bit more known, but I try my best to find games that aren't as known, games that aren't, seen as often. Of course, some of these may be known, but not on the level like something like Uranium, Prism, and stuff like Ruby, Destiny, and Light Platinum. It's just, something that's maybe a bit on the lower end. So that's why I want to kind of, feature these games that do deserve a spotlight and are worth playing. So let's get started with number 5. Number 5. So right before we start with number 5, guys, I want to point out that we do not do these in any specific order. So the one that's in the start won't be the worst one, and the one in the end won't be the best one, and vice versa. This is just like whatever. There's no specific order for these. They're all worth playing. So let's get started with number 1 here, which is going to be Pokemon Galactic Platinum EX. And this game has some interesting features. Now, some of the features are play as a Galactic Grunt. Yes, you actually take on the journey as a Galactic Grunt. So that's pretty interesting. It has the Diamond Pearl style of the overworld sprites and whatnot from Gen 4. You can also experience the Veilguard Islands, which are something different, something custom made. Fight the grandson of Lucas Marcus and as a rival who's threatened. Who's a threat to your team. You also have the kind of gym system being removed, and you have galactic ranks instead. So basically, they take away gym leaders and put in galactic ranks from basic grunt, and then all the way up to like the CEO. I don't even know what you would call it, like the team leader, like the boss or whatever. But basically, they have these ranks, and I think that's a really cool concept, man. I do like that. They also do have like a thing where you have to go to an academy and graduate before completing, completely exploring the Veilguard. You can also explore parts of the Sinnoh region. You start out with Croagunk, though, so you don't get to choose whatever Pokemon you want, but you start with Croagunk, which is fine. You also have a huge amount of mini games and challenging missions, so basically to do, keeping, your toe, just keeping you on your toes and making you move around doing things. It also features 2 new Pokemon, Zoroark and Doomsday, form of Giratina, which is also very interesting. And you can all just dive into this very amazing world of being a Galactic Grunt, which is really interesting. I do see a lot of Team Rocket games where you play as a Team Rocket member, but not as many with you actually play like as a different team, like Team Galactic, something like that. I would love to see one where you play as Team Magma. I haven't seen that yet, but that would be pretty cool. Either way, this one's going to be number 5 on the list, lads. I hope you want to check it out. It's going to be a link down below to all these games, so go check it out right now. Just genuinely check out Pokemon Galactic Platinum EX and enjoy it. Now let's go to number 4. Number 4. Now, next up is going to be Pokemon Raptor and Pokemon Raptor EX. Now, this is a game that I didn't know about, but I discovered it recently, and it's an amazing game. Genuinely amazing. So I want to talk a bit about the features in this game, because it looks amazing, it feels amazing, and it's such a great game. Now, what it features is a brand new region to explore, as usual, a very interesting storyline according to the creator, also a hero and heroine from the Pokemon Ranger group, or whatever you want to call them, basically going to be a Pokemon Ranger. All Pokemon are available to be caught. I don't know how many, how far it goes up. I guess it goes from Gen 1 to 4. I don't know if they have everything all the way, to higher, all the way to Gen 6 and 7 and so on forth. But I don't think they have all those. I think it's all the way to Gen 4, because I remember the Raptor was actually a game that I don't think they continued after a while. I think they finished it, but that was the end of it. There was no more updating to it. But Raptor EX has some extra things added to it, some fixes and, bug fixes and whatnot, and some extra functions added. So I'd recommend playing Pokemon Raptor EX once you go to the website and the link down below. By the way, it also does have 3 starters from Sinnoh, so that's obvious. Get a National Dex Pokedex at the beginning, which is always great. Catch legendary Pokemon through its own story, which is really interesting. So every legendary has its own little story. More choices than yes or no. So basically, you don't have just oh yes, I like to do that. Oh no, I would not like to do that. Maybe there's more stuff maybe 3 to 4 options of what you would like to say, and just kind of a branching storyline. Also, does feature a lot of mini games, and it also does have many more things, such a mailing system replaced by a phone system. Just a lot of different things, essentially. This game features a lot of things, and I would say definitely check it out. Raptor EX looks like one of those games I'd gladly want to let's play, so you could also go to the top right corner right now, guys, because all these 5 games are going to be featured in the top right corner where you can press and vote for which game you would like me to Let's Play the most. So please do that. I'd love to try it out. But Pokemon Raptor genuinely looks like a cool game. The graphics are really well made, and I love the sprite work, man. Either way, let's go to number 3. Number 3. Now, next up is going to be a very short game, I feel like, and that's Pokemon Attack on Silphco. Now, Attack on Silphco basically takes you to the Kanto and Johto region, as far as I know, and there's an attack on Silphco, essentially, and basically this game only features about 1 to 2 hours of gameplay. It's a very short game, like I said, but it does have, like, a story that takes you 4 years after the storyline of Heart Gold Soul Silver, and you do feature all the Pokemon from Gen 1 to 4. It also has a very rich story, according to the creator, and it does feature all the things. It also does have a hidden event somewhere in Saffron, which does make sense with all the things happening there and whatnot. Also, all the Gen 1 to 4 evolutions are available throughout evolution stones in the game, so basically this game gives you an Eevee to use as your main Pokemon. There's no starters and whatnot, as far as I know, and it just looks like one of those games that's just kind of fun to play in the short term, where, you know, you just maybe don't have much time to play through a full game that's like 20 to 30 hours of gameplay, and you just need something to play, so you sit there for about, you know, an hour or two and just play through something fun with a bit of an interesting story and a bit of a twist, especially if you like Heart Gold Soul Silver, which I do. You should definitely try this out, lads. But either way, let's go to number 2. Number 2. Now, next up is going to be Earthbound Capsule Quest. Now, this is a way different game. Now, if you haven't played Earthbound, this might not make much sense, but Earthbound is a game, an RPG game from Japan, and this is a very well-known game that a lot of people do love. Earthbound is a renowned game in the gaming world, and the thing with Earthbound is it has a specific, like, gameplay system that's kind of similar in a sense to kind of how Final Fantasy works like, and what this game does is it puts you in the Earthbound universe, quote-unquote, but you have Pokemon to fight with, which is just so cool, man. Now, this game is short. It has 3 towns and 5 different areas to catch monsters. The final boss is level 50. Pink Starman is apparently his name. You go around on this island interacting with other people, unlocking little challenges and whatnot, try to catch monsters and see if you can beat your rival and a strange scientist perfect battle simulation robot, which I don't even know what that is, but it seems interesting. There should be about 2 to 4 hours of gameplay in this game, so definitely check it out. It's a very short thing, just, you know, a 1 or 2 sitting thing where you just sit down once or twice and just play through it. Seems like a fun thing. If this actually turns out to be something good, guys, let me know. I would definitely want to try it out and, like, let's play it, because it seems like it's very short for a specific let's play, but I love the art style and I just love the way it looks, because I've never played Earthbound before, but I recently played a game that was just use a system of Final Fantasy, and I love that, and I feel like, you know, there could be a similar thing here, and I would love to try it out. So if you guys want me to let's play it, make sure to vote out there for that game specifically. But of course, guys, that's going to be it for that part. Now let's go to the last Pokemon game on this list. Number 1. Now, finally coming in is going to be Pokemon Unbound. Now, Pokemon Unbound features a lot of different things, and it's a game where I guess Hoopa is really in the center of attention because it has Unbound as, you know, it's Pokemon Unbound, it makes sense. Either way, it has upgraded graphics. All of the Fire Red graphics have been updated to Gen 4 style graphics, which is really nice. This includes tiles, overworld, sprites, and even battle backgrounds, which is always beautiful, because this is just essentially a game that uses Fire Red, you know, Fire Red as its basis of a ROM, and then builds on top of that with stuff from, you know, Gen 4 and whatnot, which is really cool. It also has updated Pokemon. All Pokemon from Gens 1 to 7 will be available in the game. The Fairy type is also present in the game, which is always nice. And Gen 1 to 7, that is amazing, man. I love seeing all the new Pokemon, everything between, you know, Gen 6 and 7. It's always nice to have it in these games that have an older style, you know, like Fire Red, Leaf Green, and whatnot. These styles with these newer Pokemon with custom-made sprites, always beautiful. Love that, man. They also have a lot of updated movesets, a lot of things, including such stuff as, you know, having the Oras and Sun and Moon stuff in it, like the movesets, the abilities, and whatnot. New evolution methods have also been added in order, you know, to closely resemble Pokemon's true evolve like stages. And honestly, this just has so many things. I don't want to spoil too much, because there's a lot of things more to talk about here, especially in the spoiler section. But I don't want to go too deep into that, guys, because it seems like this game is one of those that it really has been taking a lot of time for them to make it. And it seems like it's jam-packed stuff in it. So I just say, look at the screenshots here, and if it does look good to you guys, do check it out. And if you want me to let's play it for you all, or maybe do a showcase on it, then either comment below or press the little thingy up in the top right, lads, and vote for it. Either way, it's going to be the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, then smash the like button below. And of course, do make sure to vote, and also do check out these games in the link in the description down below to help me out, and of course help out these creators who have created these amazing games and give them some love. Either way guys, that's going to be the end of the video. If you did enjoy, of course, you just subscribe for future videos, and that's going to be it for today guys, and I'll catch you all the next time. Bye bye.